Hey, this is Liz with Springs Goldendoodles, and I'm here to introduce August and Watson's new litter of medium Goldendoodles. They're going to be a week old tomorrow, and both August and Watson are first-time parents, but they really knocked it out of the park with this litter. First of all, there's 10 puppies, which is a lot. That's a record for us, and they're just gorgeous rainbow of colors. So I'm going to introduce the puppies, then I'm going to tell a little bit about what we're doing with them this week. This is Mr. Washington. He's a black and white party. The only black he really has on him are his ears there. I think he's cute because he looks like Snoopy. He's Snoopy dog. Our other party girl looks almost white, like there's hardly any color on her at all, but if you look closely you can see a little bit on her ear, and then she's got a little apricot dot on her head. But she is mostly white. She's gonna be really gorgeous. Betsy Ross. We went with American names because we knew they were going to be born near the 4th of July. Oh, sweet puppy yawn. Next up is Miss Harriet Tubman. She is August's little mini-me. She's got the little white chest like her mama, and she's a beautiful brindle, a dark brindle, like a stripy color. What's neat about August's coat is it lightens up over time a little bit, but every time we trim her hair, it's like you get a different little pattern. It's like a little watercolor dog. Very pretty. This is Patrick Henry. He's one of our chunky pups. Very cute. He's all apricot. He doesn't have any white spots on him, so he's a solid apricot, but very light, almost cream. This is Lincoln. Lincoln is another little light colored apricot boy. This is Amelia. She's an apricot. She's a little bit darker than the two I just showed you. May have a little bit of white tip on her paws. This little girl here is Rosa Parks. She's the white collar. She's got this cute little white blaze on her nose, and her nose is white. And then just in the last couple of days I've noticed she's got little white socks in the front. It's hard to tell that when they're born because they don't have a lot of hair there, but now that it's coming in you can see clearly that that's white on her there. So she's a cutie. They're all cuties, really. They're all my favorite. Okay, here is Black Collar. This is Frederick Douglass. He's another chunky pup. They're so sweet. And another apricot. He does look like he's got a little bit of white growing on his chest there. And he's got a little, it's not as big as Amelia, but he's got a little white blaze on his forehead there. My other dogs, you may hear them in the background. They're upset that they can't be a part of the filming party, but I needed to have them all to myself. Okay, this little sweetheart here, pink collar, is Dolly Madison. And she is a chocolate, what's the word? Sable. Chocolate sable. So she will lighten up over time. We have had a couple of dark, like black sable puppies in the past. I can send you pictures of how they kind of lighten up and change over time. But this is different. She's a chocolate one. She's got a cute little white mittens and a little white chest. And she's one of our smaller puppies. That's not a guarantee she'll stay that way, but for now she is. Look at that sweet face. They're so cute. This is Jefferson. He's that same chocolate sable. You can see how like the tips of the hairs are darker, so he will lighten over time. And he's got a little white on his chest too. He doesn't have the little white mittens that she does, but he's every bit as handsome. I didn't count. Hopefully that was 10 puppies, but we have the two mostly white parties. The black one is male and the apricot one is female. And then there's the two chocolate sable puppies. This is the little girl and this is the little boy. See, when I put them side by side, you can see how much smaller she is than he is. We have the one brindle, Miss Harriet. She is a cutie. Hello. The other 5 are all the apricots. So they're basically this color here. Now I want to explain a little bit about what we're doing at this point. Obviously their eyes are still closed, their ears are still closed, so they can't see or hear anything. What they can do is scoot around on their bellies to find the milk. So we want to make sure they're doing that. We have 10 puppies. Mommy dog has 10 nipples, so theoretically everybody should get a fair share amount. But sometimes the bigger puppies will kind of block the way, and then they'll even like fall asleep after they nurse, and then the little puppies can't get in there. So we're weighing everybody every day. This is my little weight sheet, and then I put it into like a little spreadsheet kind of thing because I'm a geeky nerd like that. But I'm monitoring their weights every day and making sure that everybody is gaining weight. And if I ever notice where one of them didn't quite gain as much weight or even maybe lost a little weight, then they get extra bonus time with mom by themselves so they don't have to fight with the siblings. And when I say lost weight, it's like 1/100th of a pound. So if it's been a while since you did math, that's like 2 decimal points to the right. So really that could have just been, oh, they pooped and they lost weight. So nothing alarming. Everybody's growing great. Everybody's doing well. August is the first time mom is just really a sweetheart. She's really got it mastered, got it down. So we're weighing them every day. About every 3 days or so, I clip their little nails. So I just clipped them yesterday, but the puppies are born with claws. I don't even know if you can see that. Look at that cute look. So I just clipped them yesterday. This is the short version, but they have like little crochet hooks on the end, and so they can scratch mommy's tummy, and they just grow so fast. It's amazing. Their little nails grow like weeds. So we keep the front paws clipped shorter so that they don't scratch mommy and don't irritate her. I leave the back claws a little longer because they use those for traction, and it really helps them to get where they need to go if they can kind of dig into the mat for that. And then what we've just recently started, on day 3, we start ENS and ESI. So I want to show you what that was real quick. ENS is early neurological stimulation. And it sounds really weird if you haven't heard of it before, but there's been a lot of scientific study on this that really helps the puppy's development. So we hold them like this, upright for 5 seconds, and then very carefully hold them upside down for 5 seconds. Then we put them on their back for 5 seconds. We kind of tickle around in their little paw, and then sometimes we put them on a cold surface. And it's just real quick. The idea is that a tiny bit of controlled stress will help them develop a tolerance to things and just develop an overall better personality. If they have any other kind of stress going on, like let's say the puppies were sick or they weren't gaining weight, then we wouldn't do that. We would skip that because that's already enough stress in their life. But these guys are all doing really healthy, so we've been doing that every day. And then the second thing that we do with them is ESI. So that's their scent introduction. So we have these little tins, one for each day. So this one is cinnamon. You can see it's just got little cinnamon things in there. And we hold it up to the puppy's nose like this, and we let the puppy smell. See, she's kind of interested. She's smelling in there. And then when they turn away, then we're like, okay, you don't have to smell anymore. They're kind of like, okay, I've checked that smell out. I'm done. If they immediately turn their head away, then we don't make them smell something they don't want to smell. The idea is just to get them used to a bunch of different situations and different smells and things like that. Later, when they can hear, we'll get them desensitized to different sounds and stuff like that. But this just helps develop the sense that they do have right now, which is smell. And so basically that's it. Just making sure that they're eating and growing, and then we're kind of give them a little bit of extra stimulation. And then also, while we're doing all this with them this week, we are getting ready for Rosie's litter. She is the next mama due, and she has her x-ray puppy count this Wednesday, and then she's due the following week. It's a different mom, different dad combo. It's Raisin and Rosie, but they will also be medium Goldendoodles because we bred a standard with a mini, so you're going to get something in between those two. So if you are interested in a medium-sized Goldendoodle, you will have a ton of cute, adorable puppies to choose from. So I will keep you updated on those, and hopefully we will publish a video. I try to do it once a week, and as soon as they open their eyes, we will get updated photos up on the website with their cute little peepers open, because that's always a fun, exciting time. So thank you for listening. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment or reach out. Thanks.